What's good, Apple Buddies? Today we're going to be doing a course review on Championsgate International course. If you haven't seen the national course, go watch that video. It's going to be in the description. It's also because I reviewed the short game area, the range, and all that. So that was about the whole club. This is going to be about the course itself now. International. Okay. So where do we start? I got your social distancing right here. Hole one. The layout is pretty similar besides the fact that it's more link style. We had way more bunkers in the fairway. I didn't hit really because I played this course a couple times now. I think it was on like day one I hit a couple of shots in the fairway bunkers, and sometimes it took a shot away from you because it was deep enough to the point where you just had to punt out and then hit onto the green, or sometimes it was just a normal fairway bunker shot. They had a good mix of deep and shallow bunkers in the fairway. I didn't really hit any greenside bunkers, and when I did, I guess air quotes, it was like basically the international course had like these blue stakes and long bunker lines or sand lines, and basically they wanted you to just take the ball out and just put it on the grass. I don't know why. The ground looks fine. It just looks like normal sand. If anything, they could have done that to like the actual like mucky areas. But you're supposed to hit out of that and not just the normal sand, so I don't know what that was about. But any blue stake areas, you need to take the ball out. I guess acting as ground under repair. But the layout, again, was similar in what they did with the national. You had about 3 or 4 holes. Well, actually, this time you had about 3 or 4 holes of like easy, and then they would give you a technically hard, but maybe it was more like just a long hole. Hole 1, for example, I think that was just an average hole. The fairway was horizontal to where the tee box was, so the best shot on that hole would be a fade, maybe aim at one of the bunkers. By the way, the fairway bunkers and the bunkers that were just in the rough are brilliant for aiming points. That definitely gets a plus. But on hole 1, you would pick a bunker further on the left side, and you would fade it down to the right side of the fairway, and you're basically gonna be in the middle of the fairway, hit a good shot. I was an average par 4. The next hole, hole 2, I would say it was easy medium par 3, around 187 yards. There's bunkers protecting short right, short left, but just hit the green, man. Just hit the green. Like, that was the type of holes I'm talking about. Just average, no bullcrap holes. So as you can see, the greens are pretty long and pretty narrow. They've just been top dressed as well. Hourglass shape. No African trees in the middle of the green, which was actually, that was awesome on the national. But I think one of my favorite holes as well was the 4th hole. 4th hole usually requires me to hit a 4-iron or 2 hybrid. So you got bunkers all on the left side, and the fairway isn't a dog leg, but it bends to the right, and you got a tree right in front of the green. So basically, I'm just gonna take a little 2 hybrid. You can draw it, but it fits the hole more if you fade it. Maybe at the 3rd bunker on the right, on the left side. Get in the fairway. You're either then you need to hit a shot, and most of the time it's ball below the feet. So probably at the left edge of the green, or depending on the lie, there's a bunker to the left of the green, and I think it's like 20 yards. Obviously, the more left you go on the fairway, the more like ball below the feet lie you get. So I'm gonna aim there with a square face, not gonna manipulate it at all. I'm gonna let it fade to the right. With a good strike, it should be able to fade enough to get on the green. I think it was 5. Basically, the hole played long, just because there was water both left and right. Narrow down the fairway in the spot where I would hit my driver and a bunch of other people would hit their driver. So where your driver would land, there was water on both sides. So you need to somehow, you either need to hit a dead straight or aim over the left water and shape it back. If you're feeling frisky, you can aim over the right water and shape it to the left. It's either that or you just gotta take a 2 or 3 hybrid and hit it just short of the water in the fat part of the fairway, and then you're just gonna have a long shot in the hole. That's pretty much what they like to do. They like to make the holes that were they like to make the holes that were like medium in length play longer just because of the stuff that they put there. The one thing that weirded me out about this course, and it happened on the national too, but more on the international, was my depth perception. It wasn't there, and I don't. It's not my eyes. Let's take hole 7. Yeah, let's take hole 7 for example. This was the easiest hole in the course, by the way. You're just gonna hit it. It's gonna take an iron because it's about like 220, 210 to the water, or to the creek. There's a creek in front that ends at the end of the fairway, and then you have another like 50 yards of green. So just hitting the iron, you're gonna hit it short of the creek. Now, let's say you have 130 left to the pin, and it's on all these holes. Sometimes, it's all the time they look longer. I mean, like my 130 shots are looking like they're 150 away. My 170 shots are looking like they're 210 away. And, you know, if you trust the yardage, it works out fine. It's just that your eye is weird. I don't know what they do. I don't know what's going on. Like, let's go 8. 8 is similar to hole 1. The fairway is looking horizontal, but not nearly as much from the tee box. There's like a group of bunkers of like 4 or 5, and then, you know, you have 2 bunkers further up. So take a wood or something, or a driver, hit it off those bunkers and fade it. You know, a lot of these holes require just this slight fade, slight draw. It's very easy to get in the fairway on these holes when you can shape it slightly. You don't need to shape it too much. And then once you're in there, you should just have a simple shot to the green. That is a par 5, so kind of just, you can lay up or go for a long shot. You have water on the right, a couple yards off the green, and then you have bunkers on the left. You're going to be aiming at the bunkers on the left. You're going to be fading it to the right, and that seems like the general trend of these holes. You're going to be having to hit a lot of slight fades, especially off the tee boxes. Another easy hole was hole 9. But yeah, it's straight ahead. It's straightforward. You got sand on the right, and it's a long fairway bunker shot. I don't think there's no blue stake in there. You can miss to the right because the fairway's got 2 levels. So you got this, then you got this. If you hit to the left, there's some bunkers on the left, and you're gonna get a very like uphill lie. Ball's probably gonna go right. Just gotta aim where left. Hopefully it fades right. If you decide to fade it on that hole off the bunkers that are just in the rough, you're gonna be in the 2nd level, lower level. That's a tiny bit ball below the feet. Just take an iron, aim a tiny bit left of the hole, and fade it. Ball should fade by itself. That's also a really good hole. Another thing this course reminds me of on certain holes, not all, is Quichi Highland, back 9. It's like a very tiny bit enclosed, like there's nobody there. A couple of houses here and there, like hole 12 for example, on the back 9. Obviously it felt very, you know, like you're in your own circle, and that was for a couple of holes on the back 9. Hole 10, and I'm just going through kind of some of these easy holes. Hole 10 was a very wide fairway. Basically just going to be hitting, well, some people take driver, because if you hit a little bit to the left, you know, so if you hit straight down the fairway, you got some rough and some water. But if you hit a little bit to the left, there's like this little tiny fairway over there. Some people can take drive over there. A lot of times I'm just going to take 2 hybrid, hit it to the middle of the fairway, and I'm going to have about like 150 in. One of those holes where they didn't protect the fairway at all. You just need to hit 2 hybrid. If you can hit a straight driver, take it a little bit to the left, hit a solid driver down there, and you're fine. It's another one of those easy holes. Hole 11, right? Let's go hole 11. Another par 5, but this hole actually requires a draw off the tee box. So this hole is one of those holes where it looks shorter to the bunkers than it really is. I have to basically take a driver, aim at the 2nd group of bunkers, and then draw it into the fairway. The fairway is ball above the feet once you get into the fairway. So you're gonna take another iron, let's say 6 iron for example. There's a bush behind the green, you know, so if you go a couple yards right of the green, in the fairway there's a tree and a bunker. The ball should draw by itself. So aim a couple yards left of that. It's gonna draw in. Maybe I have 60 yards left. Basically, I gotta hit a little 58 degree, get it on the green. The green is back to front with a little ridge in between. So if you can get on the same level as the flag, you should be a-okay. I think the funny part is that this course was actually easier than the international. I mean, the rough itself, first of all, there was like no rough. You got fairway, maybe a tiny bit of first cut, and then you just got like in the bushes. Like on hole 11, for example, I was just talking about, there's literally no rough. You got, all of it is almost fairway. Some holes, if you miss, it's just gonna be in the bushes. Hole 1, for example, if you go too right, there's just like, I don't know, like what is that, like fourth cut bushes, and you can't find your ball at all in those. Like don't even try to look for it. You're gonna be looking for like 5 minutes. Your playing partners are gonna get mad at you. Let's go 17. 17 was super easy. Short par 3. Maybe like 140. Yeah, I think the last time I played was 137 to the pin. Downhill as well. Just gotta take a simple iron, hit it on the green. There's bunkers protecting the whole green, and the greens, most of them, roll off to the sides. All of these greens were soft, I think. When you hit anything from like 6 iron down, the ball basically hits the green and just stops dead in its tracks, which is okay. I mean, I play 10-yard rollout at Queechee because the greens are hard, or yeah, firm, and which is what it is. I'm not used to playing on greens where it just stops dead. And it's not even like I'm spinning the ball a lot. It's just kind of what's happening. All the fairways were firm as well. The range also firmed up later in the day when I went to go hit balls. 16. So this hole goes, the fairway goes a little left to right. It's pretty straight. The tee box is going to be a little right of the fairway. This hole, easiest shot to hit on this hole is going to be a fade. You got like, I don't know, what is it, like 5 bunkers down the left side, bunkers down the right side, but then you also got like junk down the right side. There's no water, it's just high grass. You got a little blue stake way to the right in the sand as well. If you get in there, you just move it out. Basically, easiest shot to hit, a little fade, roll it down the fairway. Once you're there, short of the green, about let's say 30 yards, you got a, not really water, but it's that muck area. That's a very picturesque hole. That would have been my favorite hole if the 7th hole wasn't so good of a hole. Like the 7th hole is literally the best hole on the course. Like no cap. Maybe it's also because of its simplicity too. Like that's just a birdie hole. You gotta birdie these holes, man. Especially when you have that easy or straightforward approach shot to the hole. But once you're in the fairway on the 16th, I forget what yardage I have, and I think I usually have like maybe an 8. I think the fairway, yeah, is downhill lie. I think that's it. There's no ball below the feet or anything, so just a downhill lie. Maybe get ready for a little bit of a fade. Green's protected by a creek, and you got bunkers in the back. I think like 1 bunker on the left. So I think the strong holes on the front would be 1, 2, 5, and 6. Strong holes in the back are going to be 13 through 16. That's my opinion, might change for other people. So maybe 8 strong holes over the whole course, maybe 9. So all you need to do is make 10 birdies and you're fine. On the strong holes, just don't make bogey if you can. Just need to try and make pars in those holes, get through it. If you get a lucky birdie, that's great. That's what I thought of the strong holes. Tee boxes on this course were well maintained. Obviously the par 3s had many divots in here to try and find a spot. Fairway bunkers were soft sand, which is fine. They were shallow, which is good for a shot. Greens were, yeah, a little same speed as a national course. And fairways were firm, which isn't bad. It's just a type of fairway. So I thought the course would rate at a 6.9. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. Peace.